All right, Harmony Science Academy students, welcome back to a new lesson. Let's go and get right into it. Again, you are being discouraged from using a calculator. I know the instinct is there, but you want to be disciplined at least this semester so that you can take advantage of the opportunity to do some of this paper and pencil scratch work that you'll probably never do again. Okay, it's not that calculators are bad, but in terms of you yourself knowing that you can compute some of these calculations on your own, it's just a good boost to your confidence. So again, finish the semester strong. We're done with the first quarter, and next semester we'll be more than happy to embrace the calculator. Okay. All right. So for the most part, most of you guys are doing that. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and give you guys a chance to look up some vocabulary. You can pause the video here. You want to look up the distance formula and the midpoint formula. Okay. Just these. Hopefully you have them memorized. If you don't, make this the semester where you do memorize them. Okay, they're very valuable. You'd be surprised at how many questions have to do with what is the distance, and just finding the point in between two other points is valuable. Okay, so spend some time with that. I'm not gonna cover much. I don't want the video to be too long, so let's go ahead and pick here a meaningful exercise. Okay, let's go with 7. Okay, now just a reminder, this is the title of the lesson. Here's your objective. Okay, to find the distance between each pair of points. Here you have some graphs to look at. Okay, here you have some points given to you, medium level, and then a little more intense. Okay, we can do some of these in class. Let's just cover number 7 so we can cover the basics on this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Where do we start? All right, so first of all, they want the distance. So as you guys looked up, the distance formula is d equals square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, so obviously what we need is d, which is what we're gonna produce after we substitute and perform the math here. Specifically, we need 2 points. So this first one, we'll keep it simple, is x1, y1. And second point is x2, y2. Okay? Do this on each one, that way you avoid simple mistakes. And of course, every time you substitute, put parentheses, also will help you avoid mistakes. Okay? Alright. So let me see if I got room down here. So d equals I'm going to put the original parentheses, x squared is negative, or excuse me, x2 is negative 6. Okay. Minus x1, which is negative 5. Then I close the parentheses. Okay, all of these things that I'm doing here is something you should be doing just so you can be a more disciplined student. I need a square. Okay, and as you guys get into your college math classes, literally at the college, you'll have good habits. Okay, and it'll just make your life easier. Okay, so put in the effort for this one time that we cover this one distance and midpoint formula. Okay, don't cheat yourself. y2 is 2 minus a y1. Okay, if I didn't label stuff, I probably would have made a mistake by now. Okay, so labeling just hooking me up. Now I can go ahead and do some math, right? PEMDAS, we want to do the parentheses, so I'll extend it further later. This plus that actually leaves me a negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1 plus And why did I get rid of the parentheses? I don't need them anymore. Okay, just during the substitution process they helped me big time, and now I can get rid of them. Okay, here I have 2 minus 4, which is negative 2 squared is 4. Okay, which equals square root of 5, and that is my distance. Okay, you guys will have all sorts of scratch work, so make sure you box in your answers. Okay, take pride in your work, and like I said, in class we can explore some of these tougher looking ones. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and check out one of these midpoint formulas. So this is another objective: find the midpoint of the line segment with the given endpoints. Okay, so we have some easy, medium, and hard. Okay, we'll do some of the hard ones definitely together. And in this case, don't let the decimals intimidate you. You guys are going to be fine. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do one of these decimals together. Okay. So, real important is the midpoint formula. Okay. As you guys looked it up, it might look a little different, but it's basically xm, ym, okay, or the x and y for the midpoint equals x1 plus x2. Okay, you take both from 2 points, the x coordinates, you add them, and you divide it by 2, which means you're taking the average, and you do the same thing with the y coordinates. Okay. Again, it's not like we're gonna be doing this for the whole, every single day for a year. This is the one time this year we cover this, so take some pride in your work. Okay, write the formula and see if you can really retain it, maybe even memorize it. Okay. All right. So if we look at this, okay, we're going to produce two xy coordinates, or excuse me, a point with an xy coordinate. Specifically, this m tells us it's the midpoint. Okay, we might even put an m for midpoint. Okay, and as far as what we need to process that is we need 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so let's go ahead and same thing, label these bad boys. Okay, and now all we have to do is substitute. Okay, so I don't have too much room, but I'll see if I can squeeze it in here. So first of all, and notice that I'm repeating the formula. Why not? I'm getting a grade for this. Might as well not be sloppy, right? Be formal. So again, every time I substitute, I'll put parentheses just to stay disciplined. I need x1 plus x2. Okay, over 2, comma, whoops, let's go, let me try something here. Alright, it's not gonna let me. I'll just move that m here for a little bit. Alright, back to business. So let's go and take care of this is going to give me the x coordinate for my midpoint. This is going to give me my y coordinate for my midpoint. Okay, so I need y1 plus y2, which is negative 9.7 plus y2. Okay. Notice that as you guys are in class, you're talking with your shoulder partner, you can get confused, so label things so you don't make silly mistakes. Okay. Now that I've got my midpoint, I'll go ahead and just do the math here. This is negative 10.2 divided by 2, comma, this is negative 6.7 divided by 2. Okay. Now this one I can do mentally. It's an even number, so I can say it's negative 5.1. Okay. This one, maybe it's worth kind of doing a little math here on the side. So I'll put negative 6.7 divided by 2. Okay, so here's the negative. It goes into it 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. Right? Or, excuse me, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Subtract that, cancels. And we bring down the 7. Here's the point. And 2 goes into 7 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6, which gives me a 1. That means that's a remainder. I can bring down an invisible 0 here. And how many times does 2 go into 10? 2 times 10, we get it 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtracted 0. Okay, so that's our y coordinate. Again, this is not a raise. It's the one time you guys get to do it before you're full-blown in college. So go ahead and take some pride. Do that. Avoid the calculator. And we'll catch you guys in class, okay? We'll do some of these tougher ones in class. Thanks.